As you all know, IWC exists of three components. We have the compose, the security component, and the governance component. And in UWM and User Workspace Manager, we see the same options coming back, the three parts of it. And Pharma Manager is doing everything for logon optimization and user personalization using the context of the end user and the device. Application control does the privilege management, the allow and deny listing of applications, and the network and browser security. And performance manager is doing the CPU and memory optimization that you found in the governance module of IWC. Those three parts are backed up by the management center, the fourth part of UWM, which gives you the deployment options where you can set this set of computers, get this version of the agent with this configuration, and where all the other parts give event feedback, so you can do some reporting on the different events that happens in the different parts of User Workspace Manager. So let's dive into the different parts of UWM. The first one is Environment Manager. As said, it does the old kind of logon part that IWC is normally doing, and also gives you the same profile management that you had with the IWC, the just-in-time profile management. But you get some extras on top of it. Environment Manager is Windows domain and Microsoft Entra ID ready. So you can use both of the options in the same configuration and then run the same actions that you want to do on a Windows domain or on a Microsoft Entra ID group. Also, you get logon optimization. Environment Manager is able to process 8 threads on the same time. So it can do, for example, 8 drive mappings at the same time, or 8 printer mappings on the same time, or together with processing some GPOs and setting registry keys or creating the start menu already. So it's a little bit faster than IWC could handle all the actions in there. We still have all the triggers that you had in IWC. So the whole context awareness conditions are all there in Environment Manager. Also, all the actions that you can take in IWC are in Environment Manager, and you can see them listed here on the right part of the screenshot. But there is a small difference. IWC was active after the Windows profile, the user profile was loaded. Environment Manager is active at computer start. So we can do a little bit more. We can do stuff before the user is even logging in. So you can move parts of GPOs that you still have for devices from Windows towards Environment Manager and leverage that logon optimization that you have with Environment Manager, speeding up things. Also, you get that just-in-time profile management, but with a little bit extra. So in IWC, the applications user settings were saved in the home drive per application in a small file. Environment Manager is leveraging SQL Server to do this, and it gives us a little bit more extras. For example, if you have a problem and you have saved the setting to different users that you didn't want to save or you need to change, we have that option now with the SQL Server. We can do a bulk delete or bulk search in the user profiles, or even inject a certain registry key towards a whole set of users in the profile that is saved in the SQL Server. You get also some extras like application lockdown, where you can select an application and then say, in this application I have some buttons that I want not to be enabled for our users. For example, in Adobe Reader, you have the online printing stuff. You could disable this in the menus and in the buttons that Adobe Reader is showing you. So it gives you a small role-based access control towards applications that didn't have that already from itself. And then we have the start menu builder. In IWC, we wipe the start menu and then build it up link by link, item by item in the start menu. And Pharma Manager is doing this a little bit different in there. We have the start menu builder where you can say, I want this application in the application list and those styles available for a certain set of users, for example, for a department. And on top of that, you add different shortcuts in the start menu for the different users if they are different from the department itself. So it gives you a faster way of building up the start menu and a visual way to see that start menu build up. So that's about Environment Manager.